Cut the crap. How many times a day do you want to say that to politicians, the elite, the loony liberals, the fake news media, and the gender-confused emotional socialist snowflake crowd? Cut the crap is your secret weapon for fighting for our freedoms and our great republic. It all begins with a massive mental enema, freeing you from the toxic news and politically correct views, which constipate your consciousness with stinking thinking. Your host, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer. He's known for calling out politicians and telling them to cut the crap. You've seen him on virtually every television network and listened to him on Coast to Coast Radio. And now he's here to help you learn to fight for America. Culture, race, and American politics. They all have one thing in common. They all need to cut the crap. Now, here's your host, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer.
Hey there, folks. Jovan Hutton Pulitzer here, and thank you for joining me today with Cut the Crap. CRAP is only an acronym. It stands for Culture, Race, and American Politics. For I believe when you mix culture, race, and American politics, everything goes to hell in a handbasket very, very fast. I think many of you would agree with me. Today's program is going to be a little bit different. Folks, if you've never joined me before, I am a FM talk radio program. Today, I'm not necessarily doing it to my radio format because what I need to do today is wildly visual. So it's just not going to translate to radio, if you know what I mean. Would you do me a favor? Would you please share and rumble and like this program? It's a one-finger war. I keep on telling you this. I know you want to give them that finger. Maybe you want to give them both of these fingers, but maybe just this one finger today. Please help fight this war and get this information out. This is a very sobering topic today. A little bit disturbing, but I was surprised. I didn't understand the numbers myself. And a video that I came across where I basically went, what the freak? Right? Made me kind of look deeper into something that I wasn't looking into. By the way, if you're part of my locals support group, yes, we all support each other. JovanHuttonPulitzer.locals.com. What did you think about those documents where I show you the original plan and process of how they were going to weaponize white supremacy? And basically, look, you hear it, you read it. The intent is to exterminate, you read it, the white race. If you're not part of my locals, I gave you a very startling document that goes back in time that shows how we got this BLM, critical race theory agenda. It's a special podcast and then a downloadable document too. It's absolutely freaking appalling. I've always told you, it's a plan. It's a long-term plan. And to see those documents, right? Oh, man, to see that this was an orchestrated plan is nuts. Hey, by the way, Stephanie says, hey, could not retweet your morning post, Jovan. I'm trying an experiment. Elon Musk, if you're following all the Twitter stuff, he took his own personal account and he took it private, right? And his traffic went up. And so people are trying this. I tried it too. And by taking my account and technically making it private, I don't know, I have 116 some odd thousand followers on Twitter. As soon as I took it private, for some weird reason, my traffic doubled. And so he's trying to uncover all of the hooks, because when it came down that he was going to be buying it, they started planting landmines in the software. And so he shared with everybody how to do it. And it's amazing. It's amazing what I can now see that I haven't been seeing for a long time. And it was amazing that people could start seeing my tweets that said they haven't seen me in a year or 2 years since they did this. And so he's trying to figure the workaround, but they've sabotaged the software in many ways. And he's trying to let everybody know about it. So that's why when it's on that mode, you can see me, but you can't share it. That's the hook, right? It makes it unable to retweet. So I'm only doing a test. That's it. A test of the emergency tweeting system. In the event this was an actual emergency, well, we'd be screwed because we couldn't retweet. Anyway, today's program is a little bit heartbreaking, definitely eye-opening. You might have to pull your upper and lower eyelids out of the back of your eyes when I get done with this. But let me share with you why this idea creeped in my head. And by the way, this struck me so hard that I had nightmares about it last night. Right? Nightmares, which is not something I do. But this just struck me so hard that I had to do something about it. So I'm gonna show you something. I'm going to show you 2 videos back to back, and then we're going to talk about some numbers. And then I'm going to show you one long video that I believe you need to see. Okay, so do me a favor. Share this program right now if you would. Just share it here, wherever you're watching. Text your family and friends. Tell them to tune in. You're about to see some wicked stuff. Wicked bad and wicked good at the same time. But it's stuff we need to open our eyes to that is truly, truly, truly going on as part of the defeat of our country here. So let me get it queued up. Give me a minute. I'll be right back right after this. 4. Yes, 4. 4 things are killing America. Critical race theory, teaching our children racism is based on the color of your skin. Black Lives Matter is just a cover for introducing Marxism. The trans agenda, making our boys into girls and our girls into boys, and the illegal invasion of our borders. 4 mega companies control the big money funnel. These 4 companies are investing in Black Lives Matter, critical race theories, and the things that are killing America. They control $22 trillion, and it's your money. If you started counting that money, $1 at a time, every 1 second, starting right now, well, you'd be done in 697,615 years. That's how much power they have over us, folks. How do we save America? It's easy. Take your money back. Go to MakeWokeGoBroke.click and learn how. Take your money back. Go to MakeWokeGoBroke.click. Take your money back, folks. It's your money. Go to MakeWokeGoBroke.click and learn how to save America from socialism. Okay, so yes, I actually am on Getter this morning. Somebody is saying that maybe they didn't see me on Getter. I don't know. Getter's having some weird issues sometime with their programming. I don't know what's going on. It's dropped you the Getter link if you want to make sure you're watching me on Getter. Today's program, you can see me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, Getter, Clout Hub. Right? That's why you should, if you can, literally try to follow me on all the channels where you get the live feed. So if anything's muckety-muck with one feed, you can get it in another. Okay. This program, the topic of this program is what I called Generation Meds, or medicated culture. That's what we're going to be talking about. And it is a light and darkness battle and the struggle. It's the human struggle in a medicated world. I've always known that prescription drugs could be an issue. And there are many prescription drugs that can be addictive. I didn't maybe understand some of the extent of some of the things going on. And so my day primarily is spent, if I'm not writing and or talking with attorneys or whatever, I'm literally deep in the throes of research. And I just came across a video that struck me. But more than the video being startling, the backstory to the video is even more alarming. And that's what kind of triggered my thinking about this and why I felt it was a topic to cover. And because it's very visual, I'm not able to do my radio format. Let me share with you the video that caused me such distress. This is a young girl who is documenting her journey in going through gender identity transformation and beginning to take the testosterone drugs that she needs to take in order to, quote unquote, male transition. Pay attention. I will run it twice.
This is my voice 1 day on T. This is my voice 1 month on T. This is my voice 2 months on T.
And this is my voice 3 months on T.
And this is my voice 6 months on T. But anyway, yeah, that's my 6-month update. I can go like all the way up here if I want to talk like this, and I can go all the way down here if I want to talk like this. So it's nice having a range. I'm really enjoying it.
The backstory on this all-American cute young girl. She has decided to identify as non-binary to the extent that she can go either way, right? She can be with women, she can be with men. Great, more power to her. And that's your personal choice. It has that's not the issue. As I dove into her backstory, I found out that she felt she would not be accepted as a non-binary person because her original voice was so falsetto. Now, I don't know why a girl can't just say, I love having sex with chicks. I love chicks' bodies. Who doesn't, right? You know what I'm saying? Why do you have to have those deep voice to do this? You also may notice that she never changes her look. She did the little purple hair shit, but she keeps her hair long and her look fairly feminine. She's not even androgynous. She's obviously feminine. And the backstory is to validate to others, not her, to validate to others that she was non-binary and she could go either way. Okay, you're bisexual. Who gives a shit? That she felt she needed to get rid of the squeaky voice and change her voice, but she wasn't going to change her look. She was not going to change her look because she needed the female look when she feels female, but she needs the male voice when she wants to be male or butch or whatever it is. I'm going to play this again, watch it again, now that you have the backstory. She did it so she could fit in to a definition that society now has.
This is my voice 1 day on T. This is my voice 1 month on T. This is my voice 2 months on T.
And this is my voice 3 months on T.
And this is my voice 6 months on T. But anyway, yeah, that's my 6-month update. I can go like all the way up here if I want to talk like this, and I can go all the way down here if I want to talk like this. So it's nice having a range. I'm really enjoying it.
He identified her very tiny voice, and she's a tiny girl, as too much for her, that she can't dare be non-binary with that little voice. Just the beginning.
This is my voice one day, Auntie.
Okay, so you see what she tried to accomplish. Now and you're right, Bill. The same thing here. This is not reversible. This is not reversible. And Desi, you're right. Wait a minute. Her community is so inclusive, right? So that's what made me start looking into this. That how pervasive is this in all areas, not just this gender crap, that drug intervention, not in the good way of getting people off drugs, but drugs in this, what I call Generation Med. That's it, folks, because we're not Generation Z or Z or whatever. We're Generation Med. And that's the numbers I'm going to get in. I want to show you one other one. Again, medications, using medications to feel like you are something that you actually are not. And so let's watch this young man as he explains his menstrual cramps.
I feel like the trans woman period isn't really talked about enough. So you see, a few days ago, I started experiencing extra breast tenderness, like more than normal. Like a lot of trans women will experience that with the hormones, especially as they grow, but it was extra sensitive essentially. So I have an extra medication on top of my my hormones that I just started. So I have some concerns about like if it started poorly interacting or whatever, especially because the other day, the day after the breast tenderness started, my abdomen started cramping up and I was starting to feel extremely gassy. The gassiness was bloating. The abdomens, they were cramps. So I go to the hospital, per their recommendation, just to make sure everything's okay. And so I lay down on the table, describe my symptoms to the doctor. The doctor kind of puts pressure on my lower abdomen area where the pain is centered. And I come to find out that they were PMS symptoms. I was experiencing PMS from my estrogen. I have no uterus. I have no blood coming out of weird places. But I'm still getting the cramping, the tiredness, the irritability, all of that. The breast tenderness is part of it too. All of that. It was PMS. And the reason why I feel like bringing that up is because it was like one of the few things I wasn't really warned about before I started hormones. So hopefully somebody can see this and kind of get that heads up so that they're not shocked like I was.
Okay, so this boy taking hormones, which means he has, just for visual purposes, probably Adam Schiff like testicles and, kibbles and bits. Basically, believes he's having menstrual cramps. This sickness has gone so far that it's not just chemicals. That's what we're going to be talking about. But they sell a frozen tomato juice concentrate stick that these menstruating dudes can stick in their underwear, let it thaw and stain their panties and clothes, so they're having their period. You think I'm kidding? I am not kidding. Okay? Doubles as a condiment. Okay. Yeah, they have little frozen tomato juice concentrates. So I'm going to take a really quick break because I will be laughing if I don't. Give me a little quick break, and I'm going to give you some numbers that will scare the shit out of you, right? Regarding this Generation Med. Be right back.
There's more to come. Jovan will be right back. We're back. Here's Jovan.
Okay, so I only used those particular two videos to, I guess, show you that medicine that used to be out there under the purpose of healing you, getting you straightened out, now medicine participates in the myth. That's the only reason I showed those to you. And it's because we've become a medicated culture. So I want to give you some scope of what's going on in generation meds, right? We've got an epidemic in this country that well over 11% of our children from the age of 4 to 17 have now been diagnosed with ADHD. Okay. And as you know, in our medicated culture, and they authorized teachers, a teacher could demand the parents put the kids on ADHD drugs. It didn't even require a doctor. If the teacher said they need it, they could keep the kid out of school until the parents acquiesced. Okay. If we compared this to the UK, where they haven't had the same culture, the natural progression of it's less than 3%. So it's a 300% increase in the United States. And just so you know, whatever the United States does is where the rest of the world goes. So this is exceptionally alarming. And so this is the ADHD. That opened up a interesting industry for medicine when they found out that teachers could force this. And hell, we're selling a lot more drugs, and these kids have to be on it. By the way, the Ritalin stuff they do is a controlled drug. It's speed. It's a controlled substance. And so all of a sudden, right, I think the pharmacy industry realized, wow, man, we can create cash crops if we can kind of cater to these young people and we get them early in life. So let's take a look at the number of children in the United States of America who are part of this medical generation, Gen Med. Now, I'm going to do it a little bit in reverse because I'm going to ask you a very, very simple question. You just kind of tell me what you think about this type of number, okay? Because I find it a very alarming number. Psychiatric drugs. Now, can we all agree that psychiatric drugs are some of the most powerful drugs that can be administered to a human? Can we at least agree on that? From a prescribed medication standpoint. how many children in the United States under the age of 5 would you say are on psychiatric drugs? Children under the age of 5 on psychiatric drugs, right? Now, we're not talking even ADHD. We're talking, and you're right, it's too damn many. You are right. Here's the number. And you're right, Daddy. It better fucking be 0. Well, hold on to your breeches or panties, whatever you happen to be wearing today. But you know what I'm saying? In the United States of America, and I don't have the most current numbers. This only kind of takes me up to the inauguration of the Biden regime. I'm sure it's gone up. In the United States of America, there are 418,425 5-year-olds or less on antipsychotic or psychotic drugs. 400,000. From the age 1 backwards, from newborn to 1-year-old, 12 months of life, there are 85,000 babies on psychotic drugs. Babies. Somewhere a parent has been convinced by a psychiatrist and a doctor that a child 1-year-old or less needs to be on psychiatric medicines. That is just fucking crazy. It gets worse. Here's the breakdown. There's 85,000 that are from the age 0 to 1 that are on psychiatric drugs. There are 138,800 from 2 to 3. From 0 to 17, there are 6 million, over 6 million of our kids that are on psychiatric drugs. 6 million. I don't know why a baby, I don't know that a child that was born to an addicted mother, I was born to an addicted mother. My mother was not only an alcoholic and a prostitute, but she was addicted to heroin. I was born personally 2 months early. So I spent the first part of my life in a incubator, not being touched. And so I have the thing for me as an adult, I have a distinct sensibility to light touch. If you touch me very light, right, just kind of touch me. If you were to lightly touch, which most people consider sensual, you might as well hit me with a fucking baseball bat. It hurts. I know it's weird, but it hurts. Put your hand on me, totally fine. Do that, forget it. So I know there are lasting and lingering effects, and I am a rocker, which is, I didn't understand it until I was understanding Romanian adopted babies who were given up at birth, and I'm not on radio, by the way, babies that were given up at birth and aren't touched for the few years of their life, they tend to rock, right? To self-medicate. I am a rocker, right? I self-rock nonstop, which is great when you're raising your children because you can put them in your arms and I can fucking rock all night long, right? And it feels good to me. It's not a big deal, but I didn't have to. I can't even fathom that somebody would think it has anything to do with if the parent was addicted, right? And so I'm not sure why they do it. How would you even tell a child like that needs psychiatric drugs? Why would we have over 6 million 17-year-olds or less that need these medications? I do not get it. We have close to 4 million of our children on ADHD drugs. And so this is ADHD. You know, you can't pay attention, you can't whatever. These toddlers and babies, 5,000. I just want to ask, how the fuck would you ever think that a toddler or a baby was ADHD? And that particular drug is speed. It's doping your fucking kids so they just lay there. The numbers are big, but when I really looked at it and I was able to obtain the numbers by the breakdown, I couldn't get it. There are 70,000 children under the age of 3 on antidepressants. What the fuck? Under the age of 3 on antidepressants. My child doesn't pay attention to me, runs through the store screaming, "They must be depressed." That's a pretty startling number, isn't it? Pretty startling number. 300,000 of that same toddler age to 0 are on anti-anxiety drugs. How do you fucking tell if a 6-month-old is experiencing anxiety? I think these are criminal acts, because you'll find it just keeps on multiplying, keeps on multiplying, keeps on multiplying, keeps on multiplying, keeps on multiplying. How in the fuck is a 10-month-old baby experiencing anxiety? I personally believe this is criminal. 100,000 of those same toddler groups are put on, ready for this, mood stabilizers. Baby cries too much. Oh, I gotta stabilize their mood. What happened to being a fucking parent and knowing what you're doing? Who would even take a tiny baby to see a psychiatrist or even a pediatrician that would do this? I don't get it. I do not get it. The number of medications we have that is being pushed on our children is going through the roof, is absolutely going through the roof. Six 6% of the United States population from 12 and up are on psychotherapeutic drugs. Let me go back. 6% of our 6% of our population, well, 14.3 million people. Correction, 14.3 million people. From the age 12 up currently have a problem misusing prescription psychotic drugs. 12% of our high school population has been reported to misuse prescription drugs. Four percent of eighth graders. 4% of eighth graders. This is the misuse numbers, the misuse the drugs, right? Misuse the drugs. We have every year a brand new crop of at least 1.5 million children that are prescribed. These are new ones. Every year, a prescription for a stimulant because they have some sort of disorder. These numbers are staggering, are absolutely staggering. And I believe, and you're right, suicide rates going through the roof, everything else. I believe this is all part of the plan. When I come back, I'm going to take just a short break. I'm going to play a video for you. It's about 9 minutes. And yes, look at how many senators and congresspeople have stock in all these pharmaceutical companies and all this stuff. There was more billionaires minted in 2020 in the pharmaceutical industry than any industry ever at a time, including technology. When I come back, I'm going to play a 9-minute video where a young person figured out on their own that all this crap is disgusting and that the system is abusing them with it, that the system is abusing them with it. I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back, okay?
Hang tight. Jovan will be right back.
Welcome to the My Pillow 2.0 commercial. Miss Makeup.
Well, you look good.
And action.
You're sleeping even better. We got the best pillow ever. My Pillow 2.0.
It's a great name for it. Good. Cut. We got it.
Welcome to the set of the My Pillow 2.0, the most amazing pillow in history. That new technology, you still have the My Pillow's patented fill, but now we have new technology we didn't have back when I invented My Pillow that's going to help you sleep. It's absolutely amazing, and you're the first ones that can check it out. Go to mypillow.com, use the promo code on your screen, and we brought back the buy one, get one free.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit mypillow.com.
Jovan empowers the people, and corrupt politicians do not want the people knowing the truth. Now, let's get back to it.
My own personal summation of all this is these children that are medicated by the millions, by the time they get to adulthood, and that was 1 year statistics, by the way, and they're all going up. These are going to be the people that we're already seeing do not have the ability to cope. I wonder, is anybody studying the effects of tiny, tiny babies being put on these prescription drugs? Because you got to have a fuck-a-doodle mom and dad to put a baby on those medications, right? How many of those end up suffering from this psychosis of transgenderism and everything else? I mean, if we really look at it. So I'm going to turn you on to an artist by the name of Ren. That's R-E-N Gill. Ren Gill. And he recently did a song, which I think is quite brilliant, about, because you have, Generation Z, this young generation is the most mentally ill generation ever, the highest rate of anxiety ever, the highest rates of self-harm ever, the highest rate of suicide ever, and the highest rate of depression ever among generations. Every single category across the world. It's a plague. It is an epidemic. This fellow is an English musician who has suffered with mental issues when he was young, and medication and all this other stuff. And he has done a song, which I think is quite genius. It's going to strike you as odd until you get into it, where Gil, the singer, is singing in two distinct personalities, a scary self and a weak self, or a scary self and a self that wants to get better. And so there's a positive part of himself that wants to thrive, make music, be fulfilled, and do great things. And then there's another side to him, which is the side that separates him. You're going to notice some words in here when the one self is talking to the other. And the words are, "You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I, and I are we. We are one, split in two, that makes one, so see you. You got to kill you if you want to kill me. You got to kill you if you want to kill me." And what this young guy came to the realization of, this psychological turmoil in him that he dealt with his whole life, and that young people are turning to psychotropic drugs to deal with it, and that's the way we're doing it. This kid makes a breakthrough and realizes these bullshit chemical imbalances and these biological dispositions that create mental health elements is literally the devil. And so he's going to switch between these two characters, and then he's going to switch, and he's going to go on very focusedly who takes over. It's very prophetic, as the devil. And he says, "I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble, and normal." And it's all about how Satan hates humanity. The name of the song is called High Ren, like hello, High Ren. Okay? So there's this kid that just wants to do great in life. That's Ren the kid. Then there's Ren, the mental abscess, and then you're going to see them merge into one, which is the devil speaking. And it's pretty awesome how he did this. Here you go. High Ren.
Hi there, Ran, it's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down you know that. Deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro, I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd, not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ran, I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect, you're always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate, this time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ran, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath it. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it. Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus. Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash, I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So coward the man I've become, when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that make to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise, in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, Iroquois minted different side. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
I know for many of you, thinking of it as music, it was very often, sometimes off-putting. The clarity, and this young man embraces his music is totally different. You have to understand, this is how Mozart composed. And if you understand classical music, classical music is a story, is a play. And if you were to close your eyes and you understood the stories behind it, it is the music that helps you see and understand the story. To have somebody this young and using this mnemonic, this device to teach, gives me incredible hope. This kid, this is his struggle. This is what he went through. And this is where he came to the reality that, wait a minute, society's telling my feelings are hurt. Let's medicate this. Oh, they're shaming you. Let's medicate this. I feel like I'm not accomplishing. Let's medicate this. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's medicate this. And he realized, which is what a lot of us forget, to struggle is human. And it's also what we're here for. It is through that pain and suffering we learn. I've always told you, one of the greatest gifts we've ever been given in the world was what happened in 2020. Because as humans, we are apathetic. I cannot tell you, and this is my own opinion, you do not have to agree, but this kid and what he did is a stroke of genius. Is a stroke of genius if it catches on. If it catches on and said it's okay to be nervous, it's okay to have these feelings, but realize that's the struggle and that's why we're here. And you can get caught up in this struggle and darkness, light, and the darkness can consume you, but you don't need medication to deal with it. You need to just pause, just a minute, stand still, pause, and understanding we all at different times feel this way. And you can't medicate yourself out of this. This kid, right? This kid is a stroke of genius. And it's a stroke of genius if we can get these confused kids, like I showed you at the beginning, to embrace being human, that it's normal to struggle, right? And that to deny that struggle is to stop your evolution. To deny that struggle is to hide why we're all here in the first place. And so I know that some of you took that as odd, but when I look at it, I look at a young fellow that made it through an amazing journey and found the truth all on his own. All on his own. And it's amazing. It's a brilliant piece of work. I'm going to post it up on my Rumble separately for your guys. I would ask that you look up this young musician and consider maybe supporting him in whatever way you can. And now you understand why I couldn't do my radio show with this. You had to see this musician not only playing out, but acting out his torment. And you're right, suffering produces endurance, right? This is amazing. I'm going to play it one more time, then I'm just going to go out through my program. I truly think this kid, if our young people can be turned on to him, because he didn't give a shit about, he says it in the beginning, so I don't give a shit about the ratings, the song, and all that. I'm here for just to express my truth. And if we had more of that, it'd be great. Now, I want to make a very interesting, transparent moment for you. I've been on medication almost 30 years of my life. And it's primarily for what you would call war wounds. You know, PTSD has a rating, and it's usually 1 to 3, right? And it's a 10 scale, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3 across 10. I was one of the very first people, it's part of a study that they looked at, that I scored double digits off each scale, off 10 scales. And so they kind of whizzed me around to all these doctors and stuff to kind of analyze how in the hell do you function Why in the hell are you still alive? And it's a combination of my childhood and everything that went with it and how I was brought into this world, everything I went through, and then into my adult life, everything from seeing the worst of the world and the worst of humanity and the worst circumstances, right, in the world. I still have some issues when I hear a loud noise a certain way. It sends me right into fight mode. But that comes from, explosions and gunshots and war wounds and all kinds of other stuff. I've been able to channel it, and I use my particular demons with it to be better. I'd love to get off the medications. I would love to get off the medications, because coming off of them is a very traumatic, violent experience for me internally. If for any reason I don't get the medication, it's only for my PTSD. That's all it is. It's not antipsychotic or anything like that. It's just the medication. But it does so much to your body that once you're on them, you almost cannot walk away. Now, for me, I'll give you an example. When I knew that my body needed medications and just tons of trauma therapy, tons of this, etc. And the final straw was after 9/11, losing everybody in Tower 2 and that whole bit where my whole world crashed. I can tell you when they took the medications and stuff, I can remember driving down the road and I wasn't gripping the steering wheel. And I can only say like this, I wasn't sucking the seat up my ass. And all I can say is any chair you sit in, I was always so tense, so wired. It was like I was sucking that leather seat right up my ass. And I realized I wasn't doing that. And I realized that tremendous things didn't bother me. They gave me great patience and great ability and insight to see it and wisdom, where before, I'm the guy that can walk through a glass plate wall and just boom, keep on going. And weed's not my thing, right? And so, in transparency, I can tell you there are some people that need medications and stuff. I believe I'm one of those people that I might not have made it this far if it wasn't for the medication. But I struggle with it every day, and I am on a path to try to get it out of my body, out of my internal organs, and finally get free of just having to be dependent on the system. So I understand there are many people out there that do have medical intervention that allows them to cope. And you're right. You're the only one that can. You're the only one that can heal yourself. Now you understand why my theology library is so deep. I've been to hell and back through that. It also helps me to just not notice I'm getting a little older. Some of the pain, some of the war rooms are becoming more evident in my life that I didn't think about forever. But now I'm older. It's like, holy fuck, right? That was fucking 30 years ago. Oh my God, that hurts. Anyway. That's part of why I did this, and so I don't want anybody out there to think if you have medications in your life that I'm saying that it's evil or vile. It's not. It can be very healing. I am not for, and that's why I covered specifically how they're doing it to young babies. And oh, by the way, that's also why I just love Phil DeGreen so much, because my body can suck it in and deal with it, and I can feel the transformation. But it's always a struggle. It's always a work. And so I just thought I would share that with you. It's also why I'm a chili head. I use endorphins significantly, man. I'll turn up the heat and burn myself. Most people can't keep up with me, but that's how I've never used opiates ever. Right. And I've been stitched up and I've had bones set with no anesthetics and anything like that. I prefer, if I can do self-medicate, I self-medicate and I do it. So I've learned to control a lot of these things. But there's some points in your life you need that help. And yes, antidepressants and stuff has to come off very slowly, and I'm talking exceptionally slowly. So that's one of my goals in life. Anyway, I'm going to play this one more time. Now that you have some background and you've been through it once, it might just be worth it to you to consider watching it again, because I truly believe we are watching a genius, a young genius at work. Other than that, you'll have a great day. Here you go.